Hello everyone, I'm Chris with U-Haul. Today we're going to review the Swagman Chinook tray style bike rack. Now this bike rack is easy to use and it's a reliable way to secure your bikes on your next adventure with friends or family. Now let's go ahead and take a closer look at how to put it together, some of its features. To begin, we want to stick the main tube into the receiver of the vehicle, which is where we could talk about the first feature, the fact that it fits an 1.25 inch and a 2-inch receiver. It comes set up with the adapter for a 2-inch and includes a tool. This bolt here, we can remove the two pieces and stick it on an 1.25 inch. Make sure it's a flat washer, and then the locking washer. Tighten down with a 19mm socket, snugly but do not over tighten. Another feature, Swagman has included a locking pin. Twist to unlock, close to protect the keyhole, and now the bike rack is safe. You can now install your upright bar assembly onto the main assembly using the two longer carriage bolts included in the hardware kit. Because they are carriage bolts, you will start by inserting them first through the square hole that will hold that side of the bolt, requiring only one tool to tighten the nut. Place on a locking washer and then a nut. Tighten the nuts down using a 13mm socket. You're now ready to install your two crossbars. You will install the longer flanged end crossbar from the driver's side first, noting that there are set screw holes on the bottom and they need to face down to the ground. We can now install the two shorter carriage bolts, also going through the square first. Put on another locking washer and nut. We're now ready to install the wheel cradles. We do want to note that the rise in the cradle will go inside of the tire, not out here on the outside of the bike rack. And it's not so important which side you start with, but it will determine how you finish on the other side. Snug, but do not over tighten. We're now ready to install the two final wheel cradles. We will do this opposite of how we put them on the first time. We started back here, putting it to the right of the bike rack. So we will start here because this one is to the left of the bike rack. You can now install your set screws, one for each side. You can now install your locking ratcheting frame arms. You should start with the longer one first, but in the event your bikes don't seem to fit, you can switch them and this may alleviate that problem. Now that we have the Swagman Chinook put together, let's go ahead and talk about some of its other features, which is the tilt away option. Go ahead and pull up on the lever back here, giving you access to your cargo area while the bike rack is on the vehicle. When finished with your cargo area, you do not need to pull up on the handle. Simply push the Chinook back into place and it will lock itself. Another feature is the fact that the upright bar can be lowered, making loading of the rear and first bike easier. Pull up on this handle. We're now ready to load the bikes by extending our ratcheting arms to the full max position and begin by loading the rear bike first. Open your wheel cradle straps and place the bike into position. If your cradles are uneven, adjust them to fit your tires. Once you have your bike in place, raise your upward arm and secure the frame with the first ratcheting arm. We can now strap the wheels down into the cradles. Use the rubber block to protect your rim. If you plan to load a second bike, load it in this exact same fashion, but with the handlebars opposite of the first bike. The final feature of the Chinook is locking ratcheting arms to keep the bike secure on your adventure. That concludes this review of the Swagman Chinook. Thanks for watching. Can't wait to see you on the trails. This bike rack carries 2 bikes with a maximum weight capacity of 45 pounds per bike. If you have any questions about this bike rack, or if you'd like to take a closer look at one, visit your nearest U-Haul Hitch Center or visit us online at uhaulhitches.com.